When the first sin was carved into the heart of mankind, the heavens mourned in silence. The earth trembled beneath the weight of disobedience, and the skies dimmed as the Creator looked upon his creation with sorrow, yet with mercy. And so, in the stillness between heaven and earth, he whispered into the void,
"Man shall not be forsaken. Let there be watchers to guide them, beings of light, wisdom, and free will."
From that divine breath came forth the Watchers, neither angels nor mortals, but something between. Born of grace yet gifted with choice, their forms shimmered like fire and water. Their eyes held the memory of stars. They were immortal, mighty and beautiful beyond all telling. 12 among them stood above the rest. These were the Rabii. 6 men and 6 women, each equal in authority, each bearing a different charge. Every Rabii commanded a host of 12,000, the mighty legions called the Orrythis, so that in all there were 144,000 watchers scattered across the world, to govern, to teach and to shield. Their Creator spoke to them through thunder and peace, saying,
"You shall walk among men not as masters, but as guardians. Teach them to live in harmony, to till the earth, to honor what is holy, restrain their sins, and guide them toward me."
And the Rabii bowed, answering in one voice,
"We shall watch, guide, and guard, for we are the watchers of men."
Their dwelling was Atoll, the sacred ring isle at the heart of the Western Sea. Atoll was no common shore. Its black stone rose from the waves like a crown, enclosing a basin of silver sand and glassy pools that mirrored the heavens. 12 high seats stood upon that hallowed land, each carved of living stone veined with starlight. A portal of light, opened only by the hand of a Rabii, hung above the central hollow, a door between worlds. There the 12 met, judged and vowed in the days when the cosmos was young. Men revered the Watchers not as gods, but as the hands of order. Children called them the Tall Ones, and when they passed through villages, people knelt, not in fear, but in wonder. For many seasons, the Watchers kept their vow. They taught men to sow, to call the rains, to knead bread, to heal with herbs and song. Villages rose from the bones of camps. Men learned to name the heavens and call their Creator by simple, loving speech. Under the Watchers' guidance, the land prospered. Worship rose like incense, and obedience and peace were sown in many hearts. They healed the sick, strengthened the weak, and guided kings and shepherds alike. Yet within that ring of perfection, a quieter fire burned. Among the 12 Rabii was Mehac, golden in visage, gentle in thought. He looked upon humankind not with distance, but with quiet longing. He watched them labor in the fields, break bread with laughter, bury their dead with tears, and something in his immortal heart ached. For though he had power beyond measure, he had never known what it meant to need. Beside him often walked Kirab, steadfast and grave, whose spirit was like the edge of a blade, faithful to the law and to the supreme voice that bound their kind. One evening, as the western horizon burned red as embers, Mehac spoke to Kirab upon the cliffs of Atoll.
"They build their homes of clay and yet fill them with laughter. We build our dwellings of light and yet dwell in silence. Tell me, brother, who among us is truly alive?"
Their laughter fades. Ours endures. We were not shaped for hunger, Mehac, nor for grief. We are keepers, not kin.
Then why were we given hearts that stir when we behold them?
To test us, perhaps, or to remind us that love without law is peril.
But Mehac was already far from restraint. In his heart, he had begun to descend, not in rebellion, but in yearning. As the ages passed, the Watchers began to dream. Dreams not of heaven, but of earth. Some dreamt of dominion, others of creation, and some of love. It was said that the Watchers could move upon the earth clothed in a gentler light, that men might behold them and not fall trembling. Thus Mehac walked among the valleys and forests of humankind, teaching by the warmth of his hand and the tone of his voice. In those days, humans welcomed the Watchers as teachers, friends, and guardians. They offered them dwellings of carved cedar and poured wine as tribute, not in worship, but in gratitude. Children followed Mehac wherever he went, and maidens whispered songs when he passed. Among them was Lyra, daughter of a chieftain, steadfast of gaze and bold of spirit. She saw not a deity, but a being lonely beyond the measure of years. And Mehac, beholding her courage, found a light that eclipsed the firmament. They spoke often beside the river's edge.
Why do you walk among us when your kind rule the sky?
Perhaps the sky is too high and my heart too low.
Then you are nearer to us than you think.
So it came to pass that Mehac took Lyra as his wife, though he knew it was forbidden. 2 others came after, Nahla, who sang to the storms, and Sarah, whose laughter healed sorrow. 3 mortal women bound by love, not by law. Their beauty was fleeting, but in their arms Mehac found a peace even the stars could not give. When the first child of Mehac and Lyra cried beneath the moon, the cry was not like other newborns. It resonated through the roots of oak and the depths of sea. Strength thrummed in that small chest. Beauty and a terrible knowing swam in those deep eyes. Men whispered of the half-born, beings who walked between light and dust, and the earth warmed and shivered at their passing. Though their birth was hidden, the tremor of their being stirred the sea and whispered through the trees of Atoll. Not all were blind to this transgression. The other Rabii began to sense the shift. Mora, keen-eyed and secretive among the Rabii, watched Mehac from afar and whispered to her lover, Regani.
The law bends where hearts do.
A heart that bends may yet break. Let him be warned.
So they watched in silence, torn between judgment and compassion.
We are not immune to longing. To feel is not corruption.
No, but to act upon it may yet be. Then let him act, and let the heavens decide.
Odata, gentle and wise, whose dominion was the northern waters, saw the ripples of imbalance in her tides. She confronted Mehac beneath a crimson sky.
What have you done, Mehac? The balance trembles, the heavens grow silent.
I have done only what we were told we possess, to choose. If free will was given to us, why must we live in chains?
Free will is not without consequence. You have bound yourself to the dust of the earth, and all of us may pay the price.
But Mehac turned from her, holding his family close, as the first storm of divine wrath gathered over the horizon. Kirab, once Mehac's brother in council, could bear it no longer. He came to Mehac in the Valley of the 3 Wives, as twilight wrapped the hills in gold.
You have broken the boundary between the eternal and the fleeting. You have taken what was never meant to be yours.
Do not call love theft, Kirab. It is the one thing even the Creator shares.
You speak as if you are his equal.
No, only his echo.
For the first time, silence stood between them like a sword. Kirab left without another word, his steps heavy with foreboding. He did not yet condemn his brother before the 12. He waited, believing remorse would come, that Mehac's heart would remember the law. But the days passed, and the union remained. Atoll felt it before the Rabii spoke of it. The waters dimmed. The air carried a strange stillness. Then the Orrythis of Mehac were stirred with confusion in their hearts, though no word could speak its reason. Yet they did not forsake their lord, for their allegiance to him was sworn, and they held their ranks though unease moved among them like a whisper in the deep. Men, too, began to whisper. They said the Watchers had changed, that they now looked upon humanity not as shepherds, but as mirrors of their own desire. Still, there was no wrath, no thunder, only silence. And in that silence, Mehac stood by his mortal wives, unrepentant yet sorrowful. For in loving them, he had known joy and dread alike. He looked toward the sea, where Atoll's black ring gleamed faintly beneath the waning moon. In the depths below, the great portal of the Rabii shimmered, not in anger but in warning. Thus ended the age of unbroken harmony. No cataclysm fell. No war was declared, only the faint shiver of imbalance, like the first crack upon flawless glass. And among the 12, some whispered of mercy, while others began to wonder if Mehac's longing was not defiance, but destiny.